this is insane. What I have for you today is actually insane. And I'm going to have to ask you guys to not only watch this, but to share it, because one of the reasons this has not been mainstream in the West is because, well, particularly in America, we don't speak the language. That's it, right? Everybody should be aware this is happening. What is happening in France is definitively the craziest political scandal in human history. With the exception of political assassinations, there's nothing bigger, and I can't believe I'm just hearing about it. And it took me a long time to unpack it because I had to basically download information and then translate it over from French to English. So this is wild. Emmanuel Macron is the current president of France. For the last 4 years, longer than 4 years, I think he became president in 2017, journalists keep saying that they can't find a single trace of his wife, Brigitte Macron, before the age of 30, despite the fact that Brigitte Macron has 3 children, not with Emmanuel Macron. If you remember, they're a very weird couple off the bat. She is at least 26 years older than him. Their love story is borderline pedophilic, depending on who you're listening to. He was 14 and he was a drama student, and she was his 26-year-older drama teacher, and they fell in love. So that's very weird. And then she allegedly left her husband and 3 kids to go be with Emmanuel Macron. Strange. Well, even stranger is the fact that a group of journalists teamed up with genealogists to look into this matter, and they produced these documents, and they are alleging that Emmanuel Macron's wife, Brigitte Macron, for the first 30 years of her life, actually was Jean-Michel. And basically, she was trying to pass this Jean-Michel character off as her brother, but it's clearly, I'm telling you, I looked at all the evidence. I'm going to link it. Watch today's episode. I'll show you the pictures. It is very clearly her, okay? She transitioned at the age of 30 and then started living life as a woman, and they have been completely trying to bury this in the media. When I say it is so easy, if someone steps to me and is like, Candace, you're a man. You lived as a man for 30 years. There's no pictures of you from your childhood. 30 years of living, saying you had 3 kids, they could very easily debunk this. All they would have to do is show pictures of the First Lady growing up. All we have to do is show pictures of the First Lady in college, show pictures of the First Lady pregnant, show pictures of 30 years of living, and they are unable to produce any photos. And so the genealogists determined that for the first 30 years, a person named John Michael very much existed in the public, just grabbing data from the public. Here he was. And then suddenly Jean-Michel stops existing, and Brigitte Macron, Brigitte is born. And suddenly Brigitte exists in the public database. So it is crazy. The story is insane. I can't believe that we're just hearing about this in the United States. Basically, people are protesting in the streets wearing wigs that match Brigitte Macron's. And you can tell just like the whole body. As soon as I saw Brigitte Macron, I was like, she looks like a man. But I did not actually think that this could potentially be a man, because who would think that they would engage in this cover-up? And why would they do this? Okay, well, listen to this. The people in France are saying exactly what we have been saying for years, is that it's to blackmail politicians, that there's somebody behind that is pulling the strings. The reason why they put them in office is because they can be controlled, because Emmanuel Macron is actually a homosexual man that was groomed, and he is being controlled, and they're implementing the policies from behind the scenes. And obviously, if you started life as a man and you transitioned at the age of 30 and you're also potentially a pedophile, well, then they're fully going to control you. They control your entire life. So they are alleging that there is this homosexual pedophilic ring. Where have we heard this before? Oh, I know, the Jeffrey Epstein files. Where have we heard this before? Oh, I know, the recent P. Diddy lawsuit. Why does this keep coming up? This is not just an American phenomenon. It's not an American conspiracy theory. Now we are talking about what is going on in France. Rather than producing documents to just prove that she's existed before turning 30 years old, Brigitte Macron is trying to sue the journalists for invasion of privacy. Is that a normal thing to do? Would you just be like, let me debunk it and tell you why conspiracy theories are wrong? Nope. They also had police officers that came in to threaten and to intimidate the journalists. Is that a normal thing? Like, if you're writing something that's so crazy, you would just debunk it in 5 seconds. The story is wild. I'm going to show you the photos today on today's episode. Watch it. It is insane. The hashtag that has been trending all across France is hashtag Jean-Michel Trogneux. I will actually try to include it in the link when I share the episode below. But watch it. It is crazy. I can't even imagine like a crazier political scandal that has ever happened, barring assassinations. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Once again, Candace Owens comes up with amazing information. Nobody's sharing about it. I'm not even hearing on the American side of the media is not talking about it. First of all, I gotta give that to Candace Owens. She is one of the phenomenal communicator that America has, and I think that she should definitely be vice president. And with Trump, I think she will just do a phenomenal job with it. She's a conservative. She's a fresh, very interesting to listen to. It's somebody that I will not get tired to listen to, because every word that she says is like exactly in a line. But now she breaks down this news. First of all, this is sad because I remember when Trump was in the White House, Macron and Brigitte comes to meet him. But I always had when I have a tendency of searching people and all. When I saw that, I had a few questions about her. First of all, I checked her out on Google and her age, 26 years difference. And then I was like, why would them marry, the person? She's old. But again, listen, I'm not the judge of it. If they love each other, I just left it at that, But now this scandal that is coming up, and I think it came up before with, and I think a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that, Michelle Obama. And now with Brigitte, coming up, what is it behind? I'm curious to know. I'm willing to find out. I'm curious what is going on, because Candace would not put her finger on something like conspiracy theorist. But if there is something is wrong, I know Candace will come and explore further. But also Candace would not go on to her millions of followers and fans to just to slam somebody or say something bad just because she for the sake of saying it. Candace Owens, if she's saying something, that need to be paid very close attention, because she wouldn't come on the camera without research and thinking it over. So Candace, I want to give that to you, because every video that you made, I have myself learned a lot from you. I think almost we are the same age. Let me see. We're almost the same age. But then again, when I see that what is happening, we do need people like Candace. No, she's actually 3 years older than me. I'm 31, so Candace is 34. So anyhow, right on point. And right now, France is, I'm telling you, especially when you retaliate, if somebody is doing the false narrative, I think some people are, to laugh about, and some people will just say to exactly what the Candace said, produce the photo or some sort of birth certificate, or you being born, and then also being pregnant, and somehow you gotta come up on. But now she's attacking the journalist and also going after them. And I'm just looking at it's a dailymail.com. It says, furious Emmanuel Macron finally speaks out over claims his wife Brigitte was born a man. French president discusses effort on the couple's intimacy after his stepdaughter reintroduced the rumor in an interview. So, and then I truly, this is topic is trending. But again, I hear somebody says 9/3/24, French President Emmanuel Macron's wife Maine has spoken out for the first time against claim that his wife was born a man, saying the rumors were false and fabricated. Mr. Macron, 47, expressed his anger and frustration about continually speculation about Brigitte Macron, 70, whom he married in 2007. Details of the bizarre case were involved after her own daughter, Tiffany Azare, picture right, talk publicly about the accusation for the first time. So still, like, when I saw her first time, I had a few questions of mine, a little bit doubt. I thought she looked a little bit weird. I'm sorry to say that. I think they're not gonna be happy for me saying that, but anyhow, I just wanted to say that out loud. But anyhow, the rumors is spread. It's already been said. It's also said that the president was speaking in International Women's Day on Friday after inscribing the guaranteed right to abortion into France's constitution. He said to the transgender claims about Miss Macron were typically of misrepresentative of her gender. Was like he smashed it down, saying, look, it's not, because she's absolutely a woman. And now two women who claimed the premier dome was born a man were punished with symbolic fines reduced on appeal last June because they claimed it. And in turn, both claimed they were subjected to intimidation by authorities, and ultra-protected members of the Paris establishment tried to cover up a state secret. So this is sad, and why would that they would have that power over people, that they would fine them? And that's what I'm talking about. This is Europe, so that is crazy. Details of the bizarre case were involved after her own daughter talked publicly about the accusation for the first time. Tiffany, 40 years old, told Paris, I have concern about the level of society when I hear what is calculating on the social networks about my mother being a man. So I don't know what to even think about it after all, but you got to understand that in the last day, why Sodom and Gomorrah was fallen because of you know what. So anyhow, this would be my comments on that, and this is for the benefit and for the sake of information. I put that out there for those who want to watch. But Hollywood, I hate you. I don't know what is happening in Hollywood right now that you see so much disgusting. I wouldn't even say that, but I will leave that for next. Thank you.